Yeah, you better sit there because I have a freaking bone to pick with you. What, so no funny quips? No Chucky one-liners? You got nothing to say about this movie? Seriously. Like, what the f... Oh my God, here we go. Seed of Chucky stars Brad Dourif, Jennifer Tilly, and is directed by Don Mancini. What's up, guys? As you all know, I am in the middle of, or near the end actually, of all my Chucky reviews. And from the beginning, I had a lot of people really curious to see what I was going to think of Seed of Chucky. As a matter of fact, to give a shout out, Dennis from the Blue Corner was constantly on my case about this movie. Have you watched Seed of Chucky yet? Have you watched Seed of Chucky yet? Finally, I've watched it. Now I know what the hell they were talking about. Oh my God, holy shit, this movie. Oh, I'm gonna need a drink of water before we get into this review. We're gonna have fun with this one. So if you remember at the end of Bride of Chucky, the seed of Chucky, the child, was actually born, leaving it wide open for a sequel. And so this one takes place some years after, and we see Glenn's point of view at the beginning of the movie. And if I had to pick one part of this movie that's decent, it would be this opening scene. It's very similar to John Carpenter's Halloween, how we see the child or the doll's point of view, and he's going up the steps, and you feel like a murder's about to happen. And you already know that this is the child of Chucky, so somebody's gonna get killed. And then right after that scene, we find out that it's a dream sequence because the child, Glenn, he constantly has all these nightmares about his parents and all these nightmares of death, and he's curious about that. And so then he sees his parents on TV and wants to get back to the States to see his parents. And once he gets there, then he is completely conflicted because his parents are really murderers and he doesn't want to be a murderer. And so that's really what the movie is about. And if they would have stayed the course with that idea, it might have been a decent Chucky movie. It wouldn't have been Seed of Chucky, which is completely crazy, completely outlandish. And the best three letters I can give it are WTF. That's the epitome of this movie. Now, this review is just gonna be filled with mostly cons. So let's go ahead and do the cons, because I'm already done with the pros, that opening scene. But the one thing that really drives me crazy about this is Bride of Chucky was great. You have 4 decent Chucky movies, but you had a nice springboard to jump from with Bride of Chucky. So they could have went in all different types of directions. It would have been nice to see Chucky and Tiffany doing what they do best, maybe bringing back Ronnie Yu, have some fun with it. But Don Mancini, the actual writer of this, he's a big fan of 1951's Glenn or Glenda, which is an Ed Wood film. And I've never seen that film. It's probably good, but I think he had the wrong idea with this. First off, the doll, Glenn, looks really creepy, but kind of in a bad way. He really looks like David Bowie, if you think about it. And nothing about him, to me, in the movie is great. He's really kind of annoying as a character. I would even go as far as to saying he is the Jar Jar Binks of the horror industry, because I would never want to watch another movie with the character Glenn. For the most part, he gets in the way of the movie, and Chucky himself and Tiffany have to take a back seat. Glenn carries most of this movie, and that's a major problem. And also at the end of the movie, when Glenn becomes Glenda, that is a completely insane what the hell moment. Also, Jennifer Tilly comes back in human form, and she plays Jennifer Tilly. And this is the part where I kind of compare this to New Nightmare, because it takes the movie world and blends it with our reality, and it just doesn't work. New Nightmare is a great film because they had a clear path with that film, and everything about it was interesting. This was just all over the place. Jennifer Tilly is not great playing herself, really. She should have played Tiffany like she did in the first movie. She was great as that character. And she plays Tiffany in this movie in the doll form, but she's just mostly in the movie as herself instead of the doll. And then there's this whole relationship with her and Redman, which is completely preposterous, not interesting at all. Did I mention Chucky masturbates in this movie? And then they use Chucky's semen to impregnate Jennifer Tilly with a turkey baster. Where the hell is this freaking script going? This is crazy. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. If you haven't seen this movie, this shit really happens. But in the end, why screw up a good formula? The first 4 Chucky movies are really good. They know what they are. So to take something like this and take this massive risk and make in my mind, one of the worst horror movies of all time. I've never seen a horror movie this bad before. Does that mean there are worse horror movies out there? Maybe, but this is just the bottom of the barrel for me. I did not get it at all. And before I give my rating, this was not scary. And I do like comedy and horror mixed together. Bride of Chucky did it perfectly, but this just wasn't fun at all to me. It was a pain to get through, really. In the end, guys, I'm kind of excited about this. This is my first Looped in Hell for 2017. So yeah, Seed of Chucky, horrible. Looped in Hell, you deserve it. But finally, I can watch this now. Curse of Chucky, I've been dying to get to this one. And one thing that Seed of Chucky did was it buried this franchise, or at least it sent it directly to DVD, because that's what Curse of Chucky is. Curse of Chucky, from what I've heard, should have been released in theaters because it's a really good Chucky movie. It's a return to form. But unfortunately, Seed of Chucky screwed that up for everything. And to make it even worse, Cult of Chucky not coming to theaters, probably going directly to video. What a shame. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Seed of Chucky? Looking forward to hearing them. What a piece of crap. Also, for more horror talk, more Chucky talk, come on over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day, every day. If you look down below, you can see all my social media links. If you like what I'm doing, please click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.